So, Jyväskylä Sinfonia and Oulu Sinfonia are joining forces to play the Seventh Symphony of Shostakovich, a symbol of the Leningrad siege and the symbol of the Second World War entirely, where 50 million people died. How does one piece of music contain all this pain and anguish of the Second World War?
I don't know. Every time I do this piece, of course, the music is great, but somehow the music is the least important part in it. I don't know, that sounds a bit odd, but it's such a sort of important historical document, and Shostakovich was writing this at the very time that Leningrad was under siege. And he was writing it also for the people. The people who heard the first performance completely understood its emotions way beyond the notes. He was also writing it for the people to play it. Many of the healthier musicians from the orchestras had to go and fight. So it was only the sick people really left to play. And they got extra rations for playing in the orchestra. So Shostakovich made it a huge orchestra with extra brass players so that he could help his people, the musicians that were starving, to get extra rations to rehearse this symphony. So the whole thing just goes way beyond the music, I think.
If there is someone who happens to come to the concert for the first time in their lives listening to Shostakovich, or even for the first time in their lives to listen to a symphony orchestra concert, so how would you prepare that person to meet this huge 80-minute Shostakovich Seventh Symphony?
I mean, it does help to know a little bit of the history of this period, because the people listening to it were living through it, so it spoke to them immediately. But I think all Shostakovich speaks directly. You don't need to know any particular music theory or anything. It's there. In fact, even in the first movement, there's this long build-up, which starts really soft side drum, getting bigger and bigger, which depicts the machinery of war. And that's absolutely unmistakable. So there are many unmistakable moments. It's pictures of the siege. And then, of course, there are calmer, sadder moments. And I think you can really feel when he's sad, positive, or completely downtrodden.
And why do you think it is still important to play this piece even today?
It's just important. I mean, maybe nothing's happening on the scale of that, but there are the same things happening over and over again. And I'm sure he's saying in this piece, don't let history repeat itself, but inevitably and sadly, it does.